It was over a year ago that during a budget dispute with Common Council members, Albany Mayor Jerry Jennings suggested the best way to cut costs might be to cut the size of the council in half. Well, that got me to thinking back then, and I found out that Albany's 15-person council plus a president is one of the biggest councils in the nation. 15 part-time council members making $20,000 a year. So what's changed since our story aired way back then? Well, cutting the size of the council became an issue in this year's election, and one council member is pushing a bill now that would indeed make the council smaller. What about the size of Albany's Common Council? Too big?
It's way too big, Greg.
Tim Carney's short-lived campaign for Albany Common Council president was based in large part on a platform of making Albany's council smaller.
Cities like Buffalo, Rochester, and Syracuse have 9 council members each. We have 15. There's got to be a little bit better way of organizing our city.
He's certainly not alone. Richard Conte won re-election to the council while pushing legislation to cut the council.
It reduced the council size from 15 members to 9 members, which I think is a reasonable number that still allows us to preserve the diversity and the neighborhood representation that people value.
Albany has 15 council members. They're paid $20,000 a year. Total cost and salary, $300,000. Now, the 4 cities closest in size to Albany, Norman, Oklahoma, has 8 council members. Total yearly salary, $9,600. Fairfield, California, 5 members, $30,000 in salary. Midland, Texas, 6 council members. They make $25 a month. Yearly total, $1,800. And Gainesville, with its 6 members, comes closest to Albany in payroll, $168,000. Only, though, about half of the Albany total. So you do the math. All right, actually, I'll do it for you. You add up those 4 payrolls, and combined, they are still well below Albany's $300,000 payroll. Conte says his plan would save the city up to $640,000 over 4 years. But all that money wouldn't go to critical services or kids programs. 48% would be reinvested in the council for increased staffing. Conte says the council needs to be stronger. Of course, a smaller council means larger districts, each lawmaker representing more people, not as much personal contact.
You want to double the number of voters, you're turning the whole democratic process over to money. And I think money is corrupting the American democracy.
And Jack McEnany says without small districts like we have now, he never would have won election to the county legislature as a write-in candidate nearly 20 years ago. Now, right now, each Albany council member represents 6,500 to 7,000 residents. Cut the number of districts, and that figure would go up by several thousand per council person. Richard Conte's bill to cut the council from 15 to 9 members will be reintroduced after the first of the year.
So overall, a well-done story. Starting with the follow-up. Viewers love follow-up reporting. They see the station and the reporters being tenacious. Story was comprehensive. It went the extra step to nail down facts. It provided a valuable perspective. It provided fair and balanced coverage. It also did not get carried away with wallpaper video because of the graphic presentation, which I thought was well done. Had he raised the bar? A little more emphasis on the tough viewer advocacy question. So rather than simply giving the other side's point of view, ask them the question about, doesn't this waste a lot of money? We've got the data here from other councils, and you guys have gone way overboard. Why? That'll pull people in, and it will serve as the voice of the viewer and show you are a viewer advocate in a showcased way. Take care.